What was it called? The Enemy Within?
I think the Enemy Within or the State Within.
Well,
if you look up,
well, of course.
If you look up the,
now it all makes sense.
What do you mean?
The enemy within us all, the gay enemy.
Yeah, the gay enemy.
Welcome to Warhammer Chaosbane. Chaosbane.
Oh,
It's the name.
that's how you pronounce it.
It's the name of the game.
Well.
And it's highly reminiscent of a game that's very beloved to us. one game called Gauntlet Legends.
Oh, yeah.
If you remember
Yeah,
that
that's
shit.
probably like my favorite game ever. Like that game, it's just, it brings back childhood memories, brings back even early adulthood memories.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually really true.
We rekindled with it, and
well, we first got it when I was like 10 or 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
But we didn't finish it until 10 years later.
I feel like every time we got far enough, we either just stopped playing for some reason.
Yeah.
Or after we upgraded to the GameCube, we really put our N64 aside.
Yeah, that's true.
And then years later, we just said, fuck it, let's turn on our N64 and see,
Yeah.
It's funny, our N64 went with us to Lebanon. Like, that was one of our most important items, and we packed it up when we left during the war.
Yeah, I know,
so
for real.
That thing made it out of a war-torn country, lived with us up until 2 or 3 years ago, and then we just sold it, right?
Yeah, we sold it. We sold all the games.
Yeah.
To Ollie's chagrin, we sold all the games and stuff like that.
Yeah,
he was pissed.
Ollie doesn't even go on fucking Xbox.
I know, for real. He was pissed when we sold that shit. Yeah, but anyway, fucking here we go, rekindling our stupid Gauntlet Legends memories.
Hell yeah.
Have you ever played a Warhammer universe game before?
No, I never even heard of Warhammer before you brought it up to me.
It's like this huge fucking old school board game.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a gigantic board game with a gigantic history behind it.
Is it like a Lord of the Rings type of shit?
It might be even bigger than that, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, it's huge.
I have never heard of Warhammer.
It's fucking massive.
Are these games are the games well known or
Well, Warhammer has a stigma of creating not great games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A lot of
Hence why we're playing it.
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of people who work on Warhammer games, most of the time Warhammer games are shitty frame rate and glitchy and stuff like that.
Well, this one's pretty smooth so far. Yeah, wow. I love the infinite amount of ammo that you get, Gauntlet Legends style.
Gauntlet Legends was funny. You had the fucking warrior.
The axe guy.
Who threw infinite axes.
Infinite axes. Jesus, man, where are you getting those from? Arrows, is a little more realistic, but for to a certain extent, you can have 1,000 arrows or something.
Yeah, arrows and magic makes sense, but you had the warrior, the blue warrior.
Who's about to die.
And then he had infinite axes, and then you had the fucking Valkyrie who had infinite swords.
Swords. Just chucking swords at people. Imagine that.
It's throwing swords end over end. It's fucking perfect rotation, every single one. It was stupid as hell.
The only one that logically makes sense is the wizard. Even arrows, right? Even if you have 100 of them, right? Yeah. They're gonna fucking run out,
Yeah, so I guess it was a really stupid game. I don't know why we played it so much.
It was just a simple fucking concept.
We must be real fucking idiots, huh?
Well, we are. Let's not, let's not...
Let's not fucking cross streams here.
It's the simple concept that games don't fucking have anymore,
Yeah, that's
Everyone's
true.
trying to be, we're going to make our game fully online, and you can't do anything.
Battle Royale.
It's that's a simple concept too, but it's it's so fucking washed and recycled now.
Yeah,
it's
everything is fucking washed and recycled in the gaming world. Well, here's the thing. Gauntlet Legends, it's a repetitive game. It's a simple game, but we were young when we played it, so of course we love it, right?
That's true.
It's all nostalgia and shit. But the games that are coming out today, they're really not good. There are a lot of things that I see on the Xbox Live store and shit like that. There are 1,000 games on Game Pass. I don't want to play a single fucking one of them.
Yeah. You know what it is?
What?
We grew up where you played a game with a story mode, and then you either replayed the story mode or got into the after the story mode portion of it. Now everything is jumping into straight the esport version, or there's no content. It's literally just everything is made for people to stream it or record it.
yeah, you mentioned
Like-
something like that before. Like, well, the
For
thing,
2K.
yeah.
Like, it's literally like things are made to create content. They're not made because.
Well, that's good
people
news for
like-
us, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but like we're not into like we're not into those games like Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's true.
We
I was playing Gears of War 5 for the first time, like, earlier. When the fuck did Gears get, like, all these fucking menus in, like,
yeah, that's
the front page of the game? Like, that's what I mean, like, when all these new games are, like, kind of becoming the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, Gears was, like, the fucking game, and then it turned into, like, just another one of these new games. Like, oh, we're gonna give you all these options, you got all these fucking menus in the beginning, and these live events and shit like that. Like,
yeah. That's why I like Ubisoft games. As shitty as Ubisoft can be sometimes, they actually know how to make, games where it's like, oh yeah, here's a story. They do all the events and stuff, right? Oh, here's your live, but like the Division 2, right? I haven't played a game like the Division 2 in a long time. It has all the stuff that everyone likes, right? It has the online mode, it has the, like the events for like content. Like it's made for people that want to be content creators. It's made for people that just want to play a game.
Yeah.
And it's made for people that, like both worlds, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Kind of like, Fortnite. If you're not going to be fucking streaming Fortnite, it's a whatever game. I got bored of it after a month of playing it, I'll use Call of Duty, like, as an example, right? All my friends love Call of Duty. They used to play Call of Duty, like, fucking night in and night out, right? After school, blah, blah, blah. And, like, it was just a simple fucking game. You went in, right? You played the story mode, or whatever. If you didn't, you just went into the online. It was literally a few game modes, and it was just you, your gun, a map, and like grenades or whatever. And like, the game had some perks and stuff you could add onto your character.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Literally, that was it. All the new Call of Duties, like, Advanced Warfare, is like you running and jumping off walls and shit, and it's just like they try to take a simple concept and try to do too much. The need or the want to try to be too innovative is just too much, We got to be innovative.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, innovation's one thing, but a lot of the shit that people are doing today is also just cash grabbing.
Exactly, but if it's not, if you try it and it's not good,
yeah,
like, what are you doing? Like
the people who make the game, they'd be like, "Oh, it's the Call of Duty experience. We have these live events, we have whatever the fuck, and you can get new skins for your fucking gun." Like, it's under the guise of an experience, and they're calling it innovation. People are doing that. Rockstar's starting to do that. Look at GTA 5.
Yeah, true.
They milked that udder for, like, how long has it been since GTA 5 came out?
8 years, 9 years.
Yeah, and you pay for this new.
But the thing with GTA 5, it developed over time. Like, it wasn't what it is. 5 years ago, the get online wasn't what it is today. They have simple concepts, right? Like, oh, you could do missions with your friends, just make a ton of money, like build a business or whatever. They try to make it like okay, this is your world, you build it type. All the skins and shit is just like, there. It's not like but
another thing about GTA is they're starting to do, like, pay to win. You know what I mean? Like, you can.
Oh yeah,
you
true.
can
Yeah.
Pay this.
Pay to win's another one of the Pay to win's a fucking cancerous form of gaming.
Yeah, it's a cancerous vibe. Maybe we're being too hard on these new games. Maybe we're just fucking old.
That's true. I feel like we're doing the back in my day.
Yeah.
We're giving off the back in my day vibe.
Yeah, 100%.
When are we starting this internet beef with Chris Delia?
Delia?
Delia, what the fuck you say his dumbass name?
He can go fuck himself for all I'm concerned. He wants beef, I'll bring it right to him. Little bitch ass motherfucker. What are you gonna do? Go rape another little girl, you piece of shit?
Oh my lord. Did he really do that?
I don't know. I think he solicited some young girl for sex on the internet or whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What a scumbag. His face he just looks like he's not funny, right?
He's not funny.
I'm like, this guy doesn't look funny, but he might just be one of those comedians that doesn't look funny but might turn out to be actually funny. 3 minutes into his fucking thing, I'm like, okay, this guy is complete
Like,
fucking
shut
garbage.
it off, shut it off, shut it off.
Yeah, I was like, he is
Stop
the
it.
fucking worst.
Stop.
And ever since then, I've hated that piece of shit. I've hated his face.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You talk about starting an internet beef with him a lot, so I would imagine you really don't
let's
like
just
the guy.
let's just call him out. I feel like he's famous, but he's not that famous where like we can piss him off. You know, like who the fuck are these kids? You know.
He used to be pretty. He used to be pretty big. He was like a second Dane Cook, not as big as Dane Cook.
Second Dane
He was
Cook?
like a 2020 Dane Cook. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, like because nobody has money in 2020, so he's pretty much equivalent to how much money people have in 2020. You know what I mean? Like he's a cheap version of what Dane Cook was. Like he's a bro comic.
I hope he fucking see. We should like tag him like a million times on our posts and just like talk fucking like you fucking suck. Fuck you. Like I would love to start an internet beef with him.
That's a little much right there. But
we just do it like we just end up like Jake Paul and just like we just end up like meeting him in real life and like doing a boxing match.
Us two against you, Chris. We'll meet you out in the alley. Beat the shit out of you.
Your stupid fucking face. Have you seen his reaction video to the "You're Not That Guy" Chief? Video. You're Not That Guy, pal video. Oh my god, it's the fucking worst.
I can imagine how it went. He was probably like making comments and points about things that had nothing to do with how funny the actual video was.
I only got through like the first 2 minutes of it, but that kind of sounds accurate, you know? Like the first thing he said was like, "Oh, total uncle energy," right? And his impersonation of "You're not that guy." Like it was fucking terrible, right? So that's like, you know, red flag number one. Yeah. Red flag number two was this guy was like total uncle energy, and like, and after that I was like, I just couldn't get past it. That's how much he fucking sucks.
Uncle energy.
Yeah, this guy has just uncle energy, like, you know,
fucking
like
dumbass,
tough guy
man.
Act, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, uncle energy. Yeah, that's another thing I'm sick of. I'm sick of fucking relatable humor. It's like everybody's got an uncle like this, right? Like, this is relatable, isn't it? Relatable humor was fine for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, it was okay for 2 weeks. It was funny for a little while. You know what I saw on Instagram the other day that really fucking pissed me off?
What?
It was a picture of a girl taking a shower. Her phone was connected to like a Bluetooth speaker. She reached out of the shower to change a song on her phone, and the caption was, "When the wrong song comes on." Oh yeah, it's supposed to be funny. Yeah, when the wrong song comes on, you change the song from your phone.
You just do the obvious thing.
Like the picture, that's exactly what was happening in the fucking picture. There's no joke.
That's literally like 90% of the memes these days. It's like, oh, this happens,
there's no joke there. Where's the joke?
There's no joke. That's just you just gotta be like, damn, that happens to me too. Ha ha ha. Like that's the funny part.
Dude, can we just fucking kill people for a living? Like
yeah, like the movie God Bless America.
I never saw that. Sounds good though.
It's actually a really good movie. For real? It's an indie movie. Yeah, literally this guy just goes, he's like us, right? Like back in my day, we had conversations with people, you know, like one of those. Yeah, and he just goes around the United States of America killing people that are just shitty. And
that sounds awesome.
That's it. Yeah.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Like, hey, like the movie starts off, I think his neighbor's like making a ton of noise, and he's like, hey, you know, he's just like asking them to be courteous or whatever, and then he just like he has a fantasy of him like just like the baby was crying, the neighbor was making noise, it was like a whole bunch of shit, and he blows the fucking baby into bits and pieces with a shotgun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and
holy
then
shit.
like there's blood all over, and he's like smiling as he does it or whatever, and then like after that he goes into work the next day. He's trying to talk to his coworker about something, I think, or he just looks at his phone, or like he's not paying attention, you know, like that shit.
This
like
guy's
that, and it
not
pisses him
paying
off.
attention. Is there like a narrator shit in there?
No,
it's like I hate when people don't pay attention. I hate motherfuckers like this. No, nothing like that.
No, it's a very goofy movie. It's like he's just like a, you know, like an office dweeb. That's all. He's not like a tough guy or anything.
I mean, but you know, sometimes you get that inner dialogue. Anyway, either way, you ever hear the movie
Happiness?
No.
It's like a 3 storyline movie about like white people who live in the suburbs and shit. It's probably one of the more fucked up movies you'll ever find. Like this one family has a dad who's like a pedophile. Like he has a son. His son has a friend. His friend sleeps over one night, and his dad fucks his friend.
What?
Yeah, and like
his friend's a guy.
It's a boy. It's a little boy. He's a pedophile.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And like at the end of the movie, like the dad is talking to his son, and he's telling him like what he did to his friend. And the son is like crying and shit. And dad is like, I forget if the dad says like, he would do the same thing to his son or some shit like that. Like
What?
Yeah, it's a really fucking weird
Yo,
movie. Yeah. There's this
fucking
one
white people, bro.
Yeah, there's this one lady. She's really hot and shit. She gets like all this positive attention from people, and like she hates it. You know, she's like one of these ladies who like wants to be kind of abused and shit.
What the?
Yeah, so she has a neighbor who like stalks her, but he calls her on the phone. He's like somebody who like she would never give any time of day to.
Yeah.
So he calls her on the phone and he starts like abusing her verbally and shit, and she wants to meet him really bad. Like she she gets obsessed with this guy. She falls in love with him, and she wants to fuck his brains out and shit.
Jesus.
Philip Seymour Hoffman plays the guy.
What the?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he seems like the type.
Yeah. So when he finally meets her, they finally like get together and shit. She fucking sees him, and she's like totally disgusted by who he is. Like,
oh my god,
like just because he looks like shit.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a weird ass movie. And then they're like,
is it new or old?
I don't know. It's probably like 2015, 16, something like that. It's a weird one. It's like one of those fucked up movies. There's another movie called
like Mulholland Drive.
No, it's not as abstract as Mulholland Drive. It's like this other movie, Meet the Johnsons or something like that. You ever hear of that movie?
Meet the Johnsons? No.
Meet the Johnsons. It's about like this kid who's like sexually obsessed with his dad.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and he grows up and like on his marriage night, like he's getting married to some girl and shit, and he takes his dad into like the fucking shed and starts blowing him.
What do you watch, dude?
I don't watch these. I just know about them. Like,
oh yeah.
No, I'm serious. Yeah.
I love metal. I just don't know any bands.
And his dad's like trying to get him to stop, and he fucking like his dad's like writing a story or something about this, or like somehow he's trying to get him to stop, and the son finds like the story that the dad's writing. What's that? It's not a memoir. It's like
manifesto.
A manifesto. Yeah, some shit like that. The son finds it. His dad's taking a bath, and then he goes and like he knocks down the bathroom door and rapes his dad in the bathtub.
What? Okay, you are just. What's your problem?
What do you mean? What's my problem? I didn't watch this shit. I'm just telling you about it. Like. It's a really fucked up movie, but it's a lot. It's a lot like
Happiness.
It's got the same kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
No wonder Arturo wanted to wrestle Zach.
Yeah, I guess so.
Jesus.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a really fucked up movie. Really gross.
Yeah, it's pretty. Did I ever tell you the story where like I was watching a show once, like, and this is totally like not related to someone trying to rape his dad, but.
Okay.
I don't think I could ever top that one, but I was just watching a show, and it was like in the middle of Ramadan, right? We were fasting. I was tired as shit, so I was trying to watch a show to kill the time, and I found this show. I think it was called it was either The State Within or The Enemy Within, right? Whatever. It was like one of those two, and it was with Jason. I think his name is Jason Britt or whatever.
Zach Galifianakis.
No, the bad guy from The Patriot, the one
Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, Zach Galifianakis. He was in that show. Oh, okay, this guy's a good actor, so it has to be a good show, right?
Yeah.
So fuck it.
Yeah.
I give it a shot. I'm watching it. I don't like how the camera looks, so I'm like, man, I don't know, like the way everything was moving, it looks like it was like lagging. It was weird.
Really?
It was like if someone moved, like hit, like you would see like his body like behind him.
Oh, okay. There was like a trail effect type deal.
Yeah, it was like a trail effect. Yeah, it was like a trail effect. I'm like, okay, I already don't like the vibes. But you know what? I've watched shows with shitty first episodes and end up being really good shows.
Okay.
So let me give this a shot.
Yeah.
So, I'm watching and I'm tired. I'm fucking exhausted. I fall asleep on the first 20 minutes in, or like 10 minutes in. I fall asleep. I wake up with like 2 minutes left in the episode. I'm like, shit. Well, what's going on? And like I see these two guys talking, and like literally like a second after they were talking, they just started fucking making out. I was just like, okay, I don't know what the fuck I missed. Either this was a really good show, or a really fucking stupid show, but I'm
Yeah.
not watching it anymore. that was that. I'm telling you, dude, it was the weirdest thing ever. Like
The guy from the
luckily no one
was the guy from the Patriot making out with somebody?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. He didn't have the lead role in that fucking stupid
I
shit.
think he did, but these two people were maybe side characters. I don't know. Maybe two like people that weren't allowed to be gay, but you know, ooh, they're gay. I don't know what it was. Yeah, I don't know what the I don't. Again, I fell asleep. I don't know what the context was, but all I know is I was already iffy about the show. I fall asleep, wake up, then I see two dudes making out. I'm just like, all right,
Fucking mouth holes and buttholes all over the place.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, this is not my vibe right here.
Yeah. What was it called? The Enemy Within?
I think The Enemy Within or The State Within.
Well,
if you look up
oh, of course.
if you look up the
now it all makes sense.
what do you mean?
The enemy within us all. The gay enemy.
Yeah, the gay enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It was it was weird, but it could have been the greatest show ever. I'll have no idea.
It's a shitty camera and the gay enemy within us.
That trail effect was that shit put me off. I'm like, okay, like what are we in the fucking 60s?
It can be pretty bothersome.
It is. My eyes were hurting.
Sometimes it's cool, like when you have like trails on lights and like old VHS tapes and shit like that. Those are
Okay,
cool.
yeah, that's different.
But
Yeah.
like that is fucked up. That would fuck me up just like 60 frame per second movie would fuck me up.
Oh, like one of those movies that look too good, or like they look too.
It looks like too real.
Yeah. I don't like those either.
The motion is too crisp. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. I don't like those either.
Like, what was that Mark Wahlberg movie? I think Shooter was like that.
Was it?
I think it was filmed in a high frame rate.
I fucking hate
or
those.
something.
Find the Chaos Camp.
Oh yeah.
The fuck is a Chaos Camp? Just picture like the hell's going on? People just like running around and shit.
It's a camp where everybody is doing the worst things. It's complete chaos.
I just picture a bunch of the little crazy weird guy from Ace Ventura, the one that beat the shit out of Ace. Just picture a bunch of him running around.
Who?
The little crazy thing that beat the.
Oh
yeah. Tied up in the bag.
The
or whatever.
African tribe. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just running around biting people, and then the son from Meet the Johnsons comes out and starts raping everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you're there and just.
Watching it.
Yeah.
Watching it and jerking off.
Oh wow, that's great.